Glorious day to you, my friends. Welcome to day number 59 of Shine, Stargate Heart. Illuminate your natural essence. Where we are exploring our heart center. Effortlessly, subtly, by chanting Om Mani Padme Hum 108 times for 108 days, and we're using the mala of joy. Bear with me, the sun is beaming on me. This is the location they wanted. Angel hanging over there. Angel hanging over there. And this bench here is a memoriam bench for a soul who left us too early. But the energy is amazing here. There is so much love here. And on day 59, we are subtly working on Anahata, our heart center, the heart chakra, which is all about love and our mind, and the unification of those two. Wait, and we're in the penultimate day, of Anahata. We're in the embodiment phase. What better place to embody love than being surrounded by angels and people who are remembering the love and the amazing life of an individual. I picked it because it had a bench. Because I left my yoga block at Jim's place, and I'm lazy. I just wanted to sit. Because my hips don't do that thing of crisscross applesauce. Anyway, the mala of joy, we break up the 108 seeds into 9 groups of 12, and each of the 9 groups represents one of the chakras in our Merkaba, our light body, our chariot, our ascension chariot. And today is Merkaba Day, and if you look at the mandala of the Padme of Anahata, you see that there's the Shaktona. That's the Sanskrit word for it. Star David, Merkaba, the two-dimensional Merkaba. There's a Hindu festival that is today that is about the chariots, and I'm just running with the theme. This is our ascension, and it's really not in the idea of verticality of our chakras. We are ascending. We're ascending from our lower chakras into the higher chakras and the higher thought forms. We're ascending first into Anahata, into unconditional love, and unifying our mind with love, with the divine abode, so that it can then teach us how to tap into the higher thought forms and engage in life in the higher thought forms and align with manifesting and creating as we prefer, instead of experiencing all this contrast. Even though we are 100% successful in everything that we do, because the universe gives back what we give out. So if we give out frustration, guess what? We're successful. We're getting frustration back. It's one of the toughest lessons to learn. And so many beginner and experienced manifestors fall into the trap of blaming something else or trying to figure out what they did wrong because they did not manifest correctly. They manifested contrast. And they're all worried about, oh, don't say that. I don't want to attract that. Well, cool. You don't want to attract that. And then just like in meditation, when a thought comes in that's not of the chant, that's not of the breath, that's not of the count, we simply return our awareness to the breath, the chant, and the count. So we don't say, oh, go away, oh, bad thought, or bad manifestation, or bad verbiage. Don't say that around me because you're going to attract it. Simply by trying to push it away, we're giving it more energy and we're attracting it. We're giving it attention. It's like a spoiled child who's having a temper tantrum. Do we give it attention? No. Do we give it a timeout? Yes. Do we give ourselves a timeout? Yes. How? By returning our awareness to the chant, to our breath. And the count. Because it literally is a timeout. Because we are not creating as much time. It's the spiritual timeout. It's time away from all that external programming that's being pushed in. It's time away from everybody else's opinion of us, which is no business of ours. Your opinion of me is not any of my business. It's just funny, because we all get so attached. I mean, including me, because, I like pats on the back. I like positive reinforcement from other individuals. But slowly over time, I'm learning to only get it from inside, or to only trust it coming from certain key, totally close to me individuals. But that's me. Doesn't have to be you. You live your life the way you want to. Love whom you want to love. Stand up for yourself in your heart. Have those hard conversations with whomever is trying to tell you you cannot love whomever it is. Or just simply love whom you want to love. And let the chips fall where they may. But it's your choice. And when we unify our mind and our heart, whether we bring our heart up to our mind, which we're going to be doing in the embodiment phase of all the higher chakras, yesterday's, we're going to continue this for the embodiment phase, that we're going to unify everything in the heart center. But then for the rest of the chakras, for Vishuddha, we're going to do the same thing in Vishuddha during the embodiment phase. And for Anya, for Sahasrara, and for Vyapini. So I would like to blame them for not giving me the idea earlier to do that. Or it's happening all in divine timing, or it was just revealed because it was time. But when I'm blaming them, I'm blaming me, really. And that's another trap manifestors get into. The universe isn't providing it. I'm doing everything right. Bad universe. Bad universe. Have a good cry. Go find somebody to hug. Here's your virtual hug. When we learn how to unify our mind and our heart, then we don't tell ourselves lies, we don't formulate illusions about how to manifest, and we don't attach to what is given to us to pretend it is something else. We accept it for what it is, and we know the process, and the process for manifesting as we prefer is simple. Return to alignment. How? thoughts of gratitude, thoughts of contentment, thoughts of joy, thoughts of happiness, thoughts of abundance, thoughts of excitement, thoughts of love, thoughts of being loved, thoughts of what is truth, thoughts of, it gets more complicated the higher we go but we just need to simplify it. Return to gratitude, return to satisfaction, return to ease, return to, or not even return, simply have, choose them right now, any thought of gratitude. What are you thankful for right now? What are you thankful for right now? What are you happy for right now? What are you joyful for right now? What are you satisfied about? Anything in your life, what are you satisfied about right now? What do you love right now? Who do you love right now? What are you inspired by? Those are the thoughts. And if we can't choose any of those, guess what? Let's put on some singing bowl music, put on some meditation music, let's put on some chant music, or simply just breathe. That's the whole idea behind pranayama, besides all the other things that it does. It gives us focus of our awareness. And this focus of our awareness simply focuses on the life force. The chant is a tool of our mind. Pranayama is a tool of the mind. And once we unify our tool of the mind, mantra, with our tool of the heart, I'm going to make up a Sanskrit word here. Hritra or hridaya, which is heart-centered living, or hridayatra, the tools of heart-centered living, or we can just use English, tools of the heart. When we're not experiencing love, send it out. Find anything to think about love and send it out. That will help us embody it. That will be mindful embodiment and projection and radiation of love. Or let's choose acceptance if we can't choose love. Or choose gratitude. They're all a vibration of alignment of unity. And they're all the same thing. We in English use different words, but you know how you feel when you're in gratitude. That feeling is the feeling of abundance. Especially when somebody gives you something out of the blue that you totally aren't expecting. You're in gratitude. And especially if you need a win somewhere, that's one of those wins from the universe when you actually need it. Because that's what the angels do. When we really, really, really need it, they send a synchronicity. Whether it's somebody who's sending a text message to you, like the one I just got, or somebody who's saying a kind word, or somebody random, you're in the grocery store and you're having a bad mood and somebody smiles at you. Who cares what it is? To me, it's also license plates. When I see a 7777 license plate, yoo-hoo! Whatever floats your boat. Anyway, this is all about embodiment, and by aligning more often in our perception of what this time thing is, it reinforces our alignment and it becomes more natural. That's all it's doing. And that's the subtle effect, a byproduct of using mantra, using chanting, using meditation. And once we get used to it, we can then use meditation for other purposes, like triggering light language, triggering channeling, accessing higher knowledge, unlocking superpowers. They better start talking, because I'm going to try to mentally do it again into the, unifying everything in the heart center with that divine flow, that special divine flow. But I have faith in them. So another drink of water here. I invite you to relax. And let us focus our awareness on our breath. My ego and my mind just want to copy paste the track from yesterday and just sit here and do nothing in the video. Because when they were doing it, I was blown away. Anahata. I have faith in you. Katita arhanata arhisa akahachiarihatatata. As we focus our awareness on our breath, as we slowly lengthen our breath and feel how it feels to breathe in, and slowly lengthen our exhale and feel how it feels to exhale. And feel how it feels to fill our lungs and expand our rib cage. And feel how it feels to relax our rib cage. As we listen to the sound of our inhale, and listen to the sound of our exhale. And let us turn our awareness to our heart center. For in our heart center is the home of our holy fire. And our holy fire is the source of our bright light. Now in your mind's eye, your imagination, you can imagine anything. Even if you do not see it, simply imagine that in your heart center, is a small, atom-sized or even smaller size source of light. It is as dim or as bright as you choose to imagine it right now. And the source of this light is the holy fire. No matter how small or large you see it right now, let us intentfully imagine it small. It is still just as powerful. And every breath that we take with intention fans the flames of our holy fire. and brightens our already bright light. And it brightens it simply by removing the debris that each of our chakras experience, just like creeks get leaves and sticks. Our contrasting, our messy lives at times, when we manifest contrast instead of abundance or alignment, debris gets placed in our chakras. It is simply the human experience and what we chose to experience when we incarnated here. As we invite and allow the holy fire to flow in, through, and around us all, in every way and everywhere and every when. Nihakatara artana asahayaka ate. Completely, effortlessly, naturally. Nioryocha okohosa itihiria asanahata itorohotanahataka. In every way and everywhere and every when. Nihatakiyacha atata hariatata. And we ask the Holy Fire to only allow in that which is for our highest good and the highest good of all. Nihokotoro hushanahataketiariata. And with intention, we enact the law of one. Nioryochikohotokoriata. And if you have not done so already, I invite you to start the divine flow. And we're going to do the unification part of the divine flow, using the law of one and using our awareness, our imagination. Let us purify all of the chakras, the upper chakras, and receive more holy fire by unifying all of the chakras down into Anahata, our heart center. Let us go up into Vishuddha, the throat chakra, and let us bring it down. Simply imagine it going down into the heart center, Anahata, Sekiyato, Uruhyokoto, unifying and purifying. And let us do the same with Anya. Move up through the chakras, down through the... Take Anya, the third eye, Nihorochoko or Agnya, and simply imagine it moving down through the central channel into Anahata, our heart center, combining, unifying, and purifying. Sihiko toro utatanana tiarehata. It's as simple as that. And let's go up to Sahasrara, the crown chakra. Let us take the crown chakra and imagine it moving down, down through the central channel and into Anahata, combining, unifying, and purifying. Let us do the same with Vyapini, the soul star chakra, outside of our physical body, but at the top of our Merkaba. And let us bring this down. Imagine it coming down through the central channel. And have it come into Anahata, the heart center. Combining it, unifying it, harmonizing it, and purifying it. Thus embodying it. And let us do the same with the highest source of consciousness. Imagine going up through all of the realms. And imagine going into the highest source of consciousness. And imagine bringing back, maybe even if you wanted to be polite, asking it to come down. No utuguriya hatuta harashahiata. And imagine it coming down through all of the realms, combining all of the realms, no hutukuriyoto, unifying all of the realms, no hutukuriyoto, down into your heart center, nihokoturhasa atakahiatata. Combining it, unifying it, kiseketiyoto, purifying it, harmonizing it, and embodying it. Uturya cha atakaryata asahanito kurohota. Let us do the same with the lower chakras. Let us go to Manipura, the solar plexus chakra, and imagine it coming up through the central channel, Nitukutukuryatata, and bringing it into Anahata, the heart center. Combining it, unifying it, purifying it, harmonizing it, and embodying it. Uturu utanahasa ekahatatia. Let us do the same with Svadhisthana. Let us go down through the central channel. Imagine that Svadhisthana is moving up through the central channel and coming into Anahata, combining, unifying, purifying, harmonizing, and embodying. Yes, you all heard that light language being spoken in the spaces without me actually saying it. Let us do the same with the root chakra, Muladhara. Let us imagine Muladhara moving up through the central channel, and entering Anahata, the heart center, combining, unifying, purifying, harmonizing, and embodying. And let us do the same with Vasundhara, the earth star chakra, outside of our physical body, at the bottom of our Merkaba, no utukuryata, at the bottom of our light body, niaryochuko. Simply imagine it moving up through the central channel into the physical body, niatakatito horyoto, and entering Anahata, the heart center, nihorohochokotahati tahayata. Combining, unifying, purifying, harmonizing, and embodying. And let us do the same with the heart of Gaia. Simply imagine going to the heart of Gaia and maybe even be polite and ask her and all of physicality to come up and collapsing all of the densities, merging, combining, and bringing it up into Anahata, combining them all, unifying them all, purifying them all, harmonizing them all, and embodying them all. And if you have not imagined it, but it is already done, since we have enacted the law of one and we have brought everything into the heart center, we are unifying everyone else's heart center into our heart center, combining, unifying, purifying, harmonizing, and embodying. For we are one. The one is the all, and the all is the one. And again, there is no need to create a chest, because everything is unified in the heart center. And the process will be, we will start off with one Aum, the primordial sound of the universe. We will chant Om Mani Padme Hum 108 times, using the mala of joy, and the default track will keep count, will let us know when we move up through the chakras, and it will let us know when we're on the last one, and again we will close out with one Aum, in a breath in for Aum. Aum. Starting off with all the chakras, in a breath in to chant. Aturo unoto urhaka eheata. Utor orshana ataya achataya.
Om
Aturo uhoshana atakaheata. Utor oshana atari atakaya.
Om
Utor hoko oshana haseata.
Hum
Ator oshana akaya asana.
Om
Utor uhoshana atakaheata.
Hum
Ator oshana atakaheata asana.
Om
Uturo oshana hakaeata aheata. Aturo oshana tiara akatetiara aasha ana.
Om
Uturo okana hatatihi acha. Aturo hutana atata arta arsha. Achioro
Mani
kanata arihiata. Aturo oshana ataka asa eata. Atuho ushaya nahasa eaka. Uturo ashana akaya asayaka. Uturo ushana hasa eata ateyaraha. Atoro okocha atara ayatana asayaka.
Om Mani Padme
Uturo ukacha
Hum
hayataha. Atoro oshana akaya ayata.
Om Mani
Utu ushana
Padme
hayata
Hum
araha hahe. Atoro okana atara akashaya.
Om
Atuhu usha ihi na asa eyata ata. Atora ashana.
Moving up to Muladhara.
Om
Kunoto uruto osha he etana ahe.
Hum
Atora osha ayata atakaya.
Om
Kunoto
Mani
urhuto utata heta ashanehe. Atora osha ayata atare ahana.
Om
Atuto urhuta achiyata hatha anahe. Atuto osha ayaka asana ayata atatira.
Om
Hatura ukana hasa eja ayata haha.
Hum
Atura oshana akaya ja asanaya.
Om
Ututu urhata anahakahe ititiarahata. Acha asa ayaka asana atatiaria.
Om
Hututu unahasha heta atahirata. Ocha orada anayaka asa ayaka.
Om
Hutu ushana hata heta ayataha. Kunoto urata atariaka asanati. Hutu ucha heta atakia na atahariheta. Achu urata ariata na asayaka ashiarana.
Om Mani
Huturu utana hasa etiaria. Atura ashana akiata atariata. Huturu unahasa ekatahayata anahasa he. Aturo oshana akayata ata atariata. Hutu Ushanahata Arjikanahasa Ehea. Aturatana Asayata Atatikarata. Hutu Ushanahata Tihitaha.
Moving up to Svadhisthana.
Hatura Unahata Kahita Atatihita. Aturana Asayaka Atariata. Hutu Utanahata Tihita Harashi. Ata Arshiaka Asana Akachirata. Huturo Unahata Kihita Hayataha. Aturatana Atare Ashayaka Asa. Huturo Ukanahati Tiriata. Aturoho. Ata Ashana Akitiriata Atu. Haturo Ukunohotoro Atati Isar Shaheta. Asha Anaka Ayata Atariata. Huturo Utanahata Eta Tarihitatia. Aturo Ukanahata Tariata. Hatut Unnahata Arihitaha. Kasha Anata Ariata Atata. Huturo Uchanahata Tihita. Aturo Shanata Acharaka. Huturo Unnahata Achara Shayata Anahaya. Aturo Shanata Tariaka Atara. Huturo Unnahata Aya Shahata. Aturo Shanata Kurta Atara Ata. Haturo Uhuna Ata Arshahika Asahna Hatita. Aturo Shanata Kurta Arata. Aturo Nata Ati.
Moving up to Manipura.
Aturo Nohotariata. Aturo Konata Tiria. Atuhu Shanahata Archiarhanahakehe. Aturo Shanahata Kayata. Uturo Tanahata Tehe Shahayaka Anahasahe. Uturacha Atnata Atariata. Konoto Ohonata Ahitahata. Achati Diariatana Sayaka. Huturo Tanahata Tiharata. Nihir Hasa Ayata Atakaya Chata. Konoto Orototaha. Aturotaka Sana Akachiarata. Uturoto Horahana Hatita. Oshonoto Uraka Asaeta. Uturoto Nahasa Eta Achi. Ashotor Anata Akashayeta. Hatutu Uhu Shanahata Tiria. Oshonota Atariata. Konoto Uruta Atarita Hataha. Ashayaka Sana Hazaya. Hatura Ushanahata Tiara Hata. Kusha Asayakata Atarianata. Atuhurta Urahashayataha.
Moving up to Anahata.
Konoto Urahata Hetaha. Ashotorana Akasayata Atuta. Atuhuroja Atanahayataha. Utoroja Anata Haryatata. Achihiyatana Hasahetaha. Utoroko Oshanata Atiariata. Utu Ushanata Ariaka Hasanahata. Aturoko Oshanata Atariaka.
Om
Atohoroto
Mani
Otonahata
Padme
Arihisahaya.
Hum.
Atorocha Atatikariyata Anahata.
Om
Atohoroto
Mani
Utonahata
Padme
Arishihia.
Hum.
Atoroko Oshana Asayaka Asanata.
Om Mani
Hotoroto Nahata Ateta
Padme
Harishia.
Hum.
Ashoko Daryanata.
Om
Hotorarka Anahata
Mani
Diarahana
Padme
Ataha.
Hum.
Ashana Akaeta Toriata.
Hotoroko
Om
Anahata
Mani
Aisha Ekaha.
Padme Hum.
Ashana Akaeta Ariata Oshota.
Hatorahayata
Om
Anahaka
Mani
Ishahayata
Padme
Anahata.
Hum.
Kasha Aka Anata Ariata Ataria.
Om
Hacha
Mani
Arata Nahakayataha.
Padme Hum.
Ashaka Asana Atiriata Ata Ata.
Harihasana
Om
Atakahiyacha
Mani
Ato.
Padme Hum.
Ashata Ariata Atana.
Moving up to Vishuddha.
Om
Hachi Araka
Mani
Ahana Asiraha.
Padme Hum.
Ashana Asayaka Atata Arata.
Om
Hoturohukana Hata
Mani
Arishayata
Padme
Hanaha.
Hum.
Kanata Ariata Asana Akayata.
Om
Haturo
Mani
Uchana Hata
Padme
Arihita
Hum.
Arhaya.
Ashana Orata Ariata.
Om
Hotura
Mani
Anahata Kahiyata
Padme
Anaha.
Hum.
Aturoshana Akayata Anata.
Om
Kotohurata
Mani
Anahasa Ekatariata
Padme
Hanaha.
Hum.
Achatariaka Asana Akatota.
Hoturo
Om
Anahata
Mani
Atakashihiyata Anaha.
Padme Hum.
Asha Okotora Tana Akatariata.
Haturot
Om
kono
Mani
hotoro ukana hata
Padme
arhita.
Hum.
Ashayaka Asana Akatuta Ata.
Om
Ashahiyaka
Mani
anahasayeta
Padme
atara hakayataha.
Hum.
Ashatati Sana Akachukutoro.
Hatura
Om
hashana haka
Mani
iyata harahitaha.
Padme Hum.
Ashotornata Ariaka Asanaka Ayata.
Om
Konoto
Mani
urhuta atata kashana
Padme
haziya.
Hum.
Ashana Asayaka Asanata Atata.
Om Mani
Huta arihita
Padme
anahasahetaha.
Hum.
Ashasa Anata Kayaja Atara.
Om
Atuhurana hata
Mani
hachiraha.
Padme Hum.
Atoraka Asana Akayata.
Moving up to Anya.
Om
Haturoto
Mani
anahata atahiyataha.
Padme Hum.
Ashanata Arsha Akayata.
Om
Ochuhuroto
Mani
anahata atihakataha
Padme
nati.
Hum.
Ashata Aryaka Anata Atatana.
Om
Atutu tahana
Mani
achira hatat
Padme
anahati
Hum.
taha.
Ashayaka Asa Anata Atata.
Om
Uno
Mani
ututari hita
Padme
atakayata.
Hum.
Asho Okota Ana Atakata Kashka.
Om
Anahasa ehiyata
Mani
atakayacha
Padme
otonahati.
Hum.
Atoraka Shanata Atatikarta.
Om
Onahaya aacha he
Mani
eawahakana
Padme
eashaha.
Hum.
Osho Okotaria Asana Akatuta Acha.
Om Mani
Ashahayaka ata ana
Padme
achiyataha.
Hum.
Atoraka Oshana Atikatata.
Om
Ushuhu utuhu
Mani
shayana
Padme
hakatiyaraha.
Hum.
Ashana Akacha Atirata.
Om
Utuhu rutu uchana
Mani
hake iyata atana
Padme
hayata.
Hum.
Ashayaka Asanata Atikatata.
Om
Utuhu rutu utanahati
Mani
atahayataha.
Padme Hum.
Ashakati Ariata Anato Oratakasha.
Om
Haturutu unahasa aya e chahata arhaka.
Ashanata Ariato Orto.
Om Mani
Okuhurata anaha.
Padme Hum.
Moving up to Sahasrara.
Om
Haturu
Mani
uto no to urhata
Padme
anaha.
Hum.
Ashaya Asanaka Asha.
Uturu ushana hata atita hariheta aha.
Hum.
Atoroko Oshana Atati Arata.
Uturu ukana hata da arheta aha.
Hum.
Ashana Asa Ayaka Asuru Okaya.
Haturu una hata da arhata etaha.
Otoraka Ashaya Kanata Arata.
Om Mani
Hatira arta
Padme
hanahaya.
Otoro Okota Artana Ariasha Ayaka.
Om Mani
Haturu uhuna atatita arheta aha.
Ashanata Artaria Atakariarto.
Om Mani
Hatu ushana eeta
Hum.
ashaha.
Atoro Okana Atata Atakarshayata.
Om
Hu ushana hai eeta
Padme
nuaha.
Ashayaka Atata Arata Asana.
Huturu uruhana eeta ataha.
Arshayaka Aso Onoto Orakatara.
Om Mani
Konoto urhatata
Padme
aranahaya.
Ashayaka Asana Akatitiariata.
Om
Hutu
Mani
urahana eeta ahayataha.
Ashanata Ataka Ashayata.
Huturu uhana shahayaha.
Hum.
Ushona Atiaraka.
Moving up to Yapini.
Om
Hata ata ti ishahayaka anata arhutu usha.
Ata Arshayaka Tata Anata Arshaya.
Om
Huturu
Mani
uhushana ahasa
Padme
eaka.
Hum.
Atoro Oshana Aka Ayasha.
Hutu
Om
ushana
Mani
hata
Padme
atarihetaha.
Hum.
Atoro Oshana Akaya Atatatiariata.
Huturu
Om
uhushana aha
Mani
kahetahaya.
Padme Hum.
Asha Onoto Urra Ashayaka Asa.
Huturu
Om
unahata
Mani
eeta
Padme
atahariha.
Hum.
Ashanata Arya Katata Atariasha.
Om
Konoto
Mani
urhutari ashahnieta
Padme Hum.
atahayataha.
Ashanaka Ayaja Atata Arhata.
Om
Atutu
Mani
unuhutur hai acha
Padme Hum.
atahirahahata.
Ashana Ayata Atukochata Aryata.
Om
Anahaya
Mani
akashihita ataharihatu
Hum.
tahartarahanaha.
Arsha Ayaka Atata Aranata.
Om
Atuhurutu
Mani
urshanahayaka
Padme
atatihirtaha.
Ashanata Atkatayata.
Hatu
Om
utur
Mani
utanahata itahana
Padme
atahariyata.
Asha Ayaka Asanata.
Om
Huturu ukuna
Mani
atayarahana
Padme
anahata.
Last one.
Asha Anata. Anahata.
Om
Hatari
Mani
ishana
Padme
anahata.
Asha Ayaka Anahata.
And a breath in for one aum. Aum. Stay here for as long as you like. Nihariacha hotor hokanahata. Maybe even pause the video, nohutukuriatata, to spend more time in the energy. Nihisa a tiariaka hatotoraha. And while still in the energy and still in meditation, nihototo ushananahata, we would like to speak. Nihitotorashiko, we of the unified heart. We of the unified heart. Nihata taharihishiko otora. We who have experienced the density, Niarahatatahashayatoto, and we who are of spirit or who have not been thought of, Niarahatayata. In this now, we are unified. We are one. We are always one. We have always been one, and we will always be one. We are your ancestors. We are your cousins. We are your neighbors. We are those who came before you on all of the planets, on any of the planets, in any of the physicality. We have experienced before you, and we share with you. We share our wisdom and our experience with you. Niho ro otukusha ea hana aeata. Kasa ea asananirata. And we who are in spirit, and we who have not experienced the physicality, and we who have not experienced any form, share our thoughts, our form, our unity, our our wisdom. We share with you, for we are one. Nihi ia ha tananiaria ta tatahare shohoto. Kono ora asa aniarata atakiarata. You exist. You will always exist. You have always existed. And it is impossible for you to not exist. The one is the all, and the all is the one. Everything is here and now. What you give out to the universe is what you get back. Everything changes. Kasiya Anahata Katariyarata. Even change changes. But you existing does not change. What you give out to the universe does not change. What you get back is what you gave out. You are always the one, and the one is always all of you. Kasa'aya asanayata. You are always unified. You are always embodied. We are always. We are forever. When you are ready, slowly to bring your awareness back to your breath. Invite in some gentle movements, maybe wiggle your fingers and toes. And when you are ready, slowly open your eyes and welcome in the new now. Katatatanari rahatataki. Thank you, my friends, for sharing in my highest bliss. Thank you for investing in yourself. Congratulations, we have completed day number 59. So I thank you, my friends, for sharing in my highest bliss. Shine on, and make it a great day, because why would you leave it up to anyone else? Katia, hatakatara, hashaniniarato, husha, kanahata tiare haha.